Okay, welcome class to health/PE. I don't know what to specify as because I guess kind of ties into both, but we'll just go with this. So for starters, with that same yellow sheet of paper that John gave you guys, what happened here? There we go. Okay, so you're going to do now. So I want you to rank these activities from most active, being like what I guess builds up a sweat, with number one, and to the least active. So just take a few minutes, maybe a couple minutes. Okay.
So, burn calories or just work up the sweat?
Burning calories, I guess, would be a more appropriate term. But which would like
Cause the most exertion?
yeah, exertion, yeah. So read them carefully. It may seem like one thing, but in actuality they're not. Okay. And when you're done, I want you to put your pencils down on the table. Few more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2.5, 2, 1, 0. If you don't have it done, it's okay. We're going to go to answers right now. And we might have different answers, and we can talk about that, like why we thought this was like a higher order than the other. If it shows up. Okay, done. Boom. Okay, so this is what I got. I ranked 30 minutes of basketball as the most active, then a 3-mile run, 15-minute power walk, and then 2 games of bowling, hour, 50-minute, 2 hours watching basketball. Who got what I got? Anyone? Okay, so who put number 1, or what was the most active for you guys?
3-mile run.
3-mile run?
I played a very leisurely game.
Okay,
Like, here's the ball, here's the ball.
Okay, yeah, good point. See, so I came because I'm a very competitive guy, and so I know I do a lot of running, and so that's a good point. You know, not everyone's going to be like as active or like as competitive when it comes to basketball. They can be very like passive, just like pass the ball and just like walk around. So yeah, 3-mile run might be more appropriate. And then what was number 2 for you guys? What was number 2 for you, John?
The basketball.
Basketball. Yeah. What was at the bottom for you, Brian?
2 hours of watching basketball.
Yes. Very different from 30 minutes of basketball. Although, if you're not doing anything and playing basketball, it might be just as bad. But, okay.
But if you were 1 hour surfing the internet, that seems like 2 hours of watching basketball, at least you might be jumping up and down.
That's true.
That was my point.
That's true. Got me there. But if your team's losing, then maybe not doing too much jumping. Okay.
That's when you're yelling at the refs.
Okay, so hopefully this gives you guys an idea of what we're going to be doing today. So these are our outcomes. You will not necessarily create a journal because this assignment is meant for more like at least 2 weeks. But what we're going to be doing in class is we're going to be creating our own fitness goals to achieve a healthier lifestyle. Okay, and then in the process, like making a journal according to our goals. That we'll be doing at least 3 times a week, or recording 3 times in the week where we did something. And so, let's talk about fitness for a bit. When you hear the word fitness, what comes to your mind? Daniel? Pain. Okay, that's fine. Okay, good. Okay, pain. pain. Okay, what else? What's my tie?
Tiredness.
Tiredness? Okay. What else is there? Sigh?
Sweat.
Sweat? Okay, let's write these. Boring. Okay, so we got, I'll write this here. We got pain. I mean, lots of that happens. Tired. Sweat. Okay. Anything else that I'm missing?
Working out.
Working out? Okay.
Kind of equate fitness to like eating right, kind of like a healthy lifestyle.
Okay.
Being fit.
Eating right. Okay, these are all great examples. And so, okay. So, it's the condition of being physically fit and healthy. You guys described it as being painful, it's tiring, get sweaty, working out and eating right. And that's fine that you have that view of fitness. Not everyone enjoys fitness. What I want to do is help you understand that fitness doesn't have to be something that's tiring. It doesn't have to be like a 5-mile jog just to look the way I like to reach my physical goal. Or it's like, it doesn't have to be some daunting, excruciating task. It can be something as fun as playing volleyball with friends, or doing something that's active but not necessarily going to the gym. Does that make sense?
It does.
Okay. So oh wait. So let's see. Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna play this short video. Hopefully it comes up. We're not gonna watch the whole thing. Is it playing? There we go. Oh, it's not showing up on here.
It's because you have to track it.
Presentation.
Wait,
How do you do the cracking versus
Just close out your slideshow.
side?
okay.
Even the cracking versus widths.
Escape.
Escape.
How do you constant crack side? I have to. I have to bring it down. So we have to talk about it. You want to never go to the ocean again.
I just don't
Okay.
About this thing, she only gave me 20 minutes to teach next week.
You're a teacher?
Oh, she said you got 20 minutes.
You know what I'm
They
doing?
doing class projects.
You know what I'm doing?
Yeah.
Are you crazy, teacher? They'd be crazy.
intensive physical skill.
20 minutes.
You can just click and drag the
I like this.
window.
Oh, yeah, I can. Sure, she gets it.
Alright, there. Give it
Pretty nervous. Cooking, giant sure.
So, right now it's been so I think this thing is
Just getting
it has 2 screens.
Okay. I'll get to that. Okay. So when I play this video, I want you to, think about. Hold on. So this video is going to help us get a little bit of understanding of like why we need to be not necessarily physically fit, but being more health aware of our own health and physical fitness. Okay. So.
Mental side and a social side. Each side interacts with the other two in the overall picture of health. But for now, let's take a look at the physical side. Of course, this physical side represents man's body at any age. And its condition is obviously important. But first of all, how can we tell whether or not a person is physically fit?
Walking upstairs, if you puff and you wheeze a lot, clutches your heart and your abdomen pit. Groaning and moaning and weak in the knees a lot, one might suspect you're not physically fit. Daily at work is an 8-hour session of droopiness, poopiness, preference to sit. Lagging and dragging, you give the impression of someone who's somewhat not physically fit.
Okay, we'll stop right there.
Bring along.
Exceed. It's not gonna, okay. Okay, so I'll just give an idea like the guy having struggles climbing up the stairs, like him having a hard time climbing up the stairs is evident that he's not physically fit, okay? And we kind of understand that, like, you know, lack of physical fitness is, you know, gonna lead to diseases that we can't necessarily control on our own without physical fitness or eating right, okay? So, I want you to get into groups and see. I want you to understand, like, why is it important? Okay, so, like, maybe you three, and then you two, get into groups, like, why is fitness important, or why is fitness important? Okay, and I'll give you 2 minutes, and afterwards I want you guys to share your ideas.
2 minutes, 2 minutes, me. Why do you like to be physically side? Why is physical? Is physical fitness important to you?
What I mean by that is that can you function in society? Can you walk to work?
No, I'm okay.
Can you just
I'm not
be overall healthy without
I strive for physical fitness without being athletic. I draw you.
Do you like what?
I'd say,
I do like all that.
That's what.
Even though I want a dog, so I can get
just say like hard knocks and fast.
If you don't do that, just sit like
no.
Right? You like eat too much bacon in life and then
That's not
sure every class. I
Mhm.
do.
after and
you eat a lot of bacon. So
you know the stage at work?
What do we call that?
I walk. Because I have a big knee, so
I know, I know.
Health risk of getting.
I live on the second floor in TBA and actually kind of like it. Especially when I'm carrying groceries out. It's like, wow, these stairs, they're really fast.
that's why we're good with me.
What is this called?
No, but it's
Okay.
really nice. It's about like
Few
diabetes.
more
I have,
seconds.
like, family that has like diabetes and for those
you basically have to take care
work
of yourself.
out, that eat right, so diabetes would be under control. And those that don't, diabetes is covered. My family has gout, which is kind of like difficult to reach entities about uric acid and kind of affecting your joints. It's about like fatty meats and a lot of like acidity in your food.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, eyes on me. Thank you. Alright, so I want to hear what you guys talked about. Like why is it important to be physically fit, or you know, what are some of the risks? So let's start with Dan and Simon. What did you guys talk about?
Okay, we mentioned just 2 diseases that run in my family, diabetes and gout. And for my relatives who eat right, who work out, who are physically fit, their diabetes pretty much goes away, or it's very under control. They don't have to take a lot of insulin, they're not having limbs drop off and chopped off randomly. For those who don't have that under control, it's very problematic. It's a really big part of their life. And the second one is my dad's family's really big people. And they have gout, which is high levels of uric acid and the blood, and it affects the joints, and they swell and can't really walk or do anything. So if you avoid kind of acidic food, or really if they are just physically fit, their body would just kind of overcome this condition. So that's good.
Anything you want to add, say, or is that it?
Well, I have a bad knee, so if I don't work out and I work upstairs like from the admin, if I get too busy and I forget to do my workouts, I come down the steps like that old man. But it's really painful, and ow, 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 ow. Because my knees are not flexible.
Okay, what did you guys talk about? Anything different?
You're just talking about the standard of living, that you're able to operate without the use of an aid. You're healthy, like a wheelchair, crutch, or cane.
One of those little motorized things.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, eventually we're all going to, get older, we'll probably need those things, but you don't want to be using those things when you're like, I don't know, your mid-30s or 40s, like that, due to like lack of, proper fitness or exercise or nutrition. So those are all good examples. Okay, again, on the count of 3, I want you to tell me what is fitness, and that is like to the definition. Do we need to see the definition?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
We got this.
You sure you got this? Okay. All right. Well then, what is fitness?
It's about being physically fit and socially. It's about like physical wellness, physical, social, and
Okay. Physically fit. All right. So on the count of 3, I want you to say what is fitness and being physically fit. 1, 2, 3.
being physically fit.
Okay. Let's try one more time. Fitness is.
Physically fit.
Okay. And so it's not necessarily being hurting or being tired or breaking a sweat. It's about being healthy and well and enjoying life. Okay. So that's kind of the idea I want to give you, is that fitness is something that is going to improve your life, not make life harder for you. And so we're going to get to, how do I read this? Okay. So for the remaining time, about 4 minutes, I want you guys to make your own little personal goals. So this is mine. Actually, I have copies for you guys to see. Maybe. This is just an example for you guys to look at. Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So at the top, it says my personal fitness goals, and I've put 2, which is reducing the amount of sweets I eat because I have a sweet tooth, but it's not really the best thing to be eating a ton of candy every day. And I also want to involve more cardio fitness because I noticed I get tired of breath, or I get short of breath when I do long distance walking. And so that's what I've been working on. And in another class, we'll work on how we can make a workout plan. But for now, we're just going to focus on goals. So at the bottom is my journal, and I broke it into the days where I implemented activities. And so on Monday, I jogged for 15 minutes on the beach, and I also put in the foods that I ate or the things that I took in that were good. And so on Monday I had a salad, and then also I put junk foods, or foods that weren't so good, and I had a few chocolate bars, unfortunately. So,
How big were these chocolate bars?
like Snickers, Hershey bars, like that.
King size or regular?
Regular, but not king size. But in the notes.
So it's okay to put those in your plan?
It's
Just
good to-
stick to it?
Yeah, it's good to put in your plan because my idea is that I want to reduce the sweets, and so hopefully throughout my week, I notice that my sweets is like decreasing from a few to none. And so like on Saturday for junk foods I put nothing. So like I've noticed I've been having a few chocolate bars on Monday and then ice cream on Wednesday. Like maybe I should not treat myself or eat any junk food on Saturday. And so that's kind of the idea of this journal, is to see like the junk foods or the bad nutrition decreasing and the good nutrition increasing. And so in the notes, like when I say journal, it's not like a 1-page, like today was an awesome day because I ran a mile and why it was awesome. It's just like, giving yourself little like good pick-me-ups, like good job stickers. Anyway, so I put like for Monday, I ate a salad. It was something new for me, but adding a variety of veggies and greens made it tasty. So you can write something like that. You can also write like, I unfortunately had a piece of pizza, but I'm gonna do better next time and try not to eat pizza anymore. So something like that. So
we're talking half on the days.
that's exactly what I did.
So it's kind of almost like having the goal, but keep track of what you actually do eat.
Yeah, and keeping track of what you eat and also what you do, because fitness isn't just exercise or nutrition, but it's a combination of both. Like it's better to, you can be healthy like with correct dieting or like going to the gym a lot, but if you're not, like if you're constantly eating like fatty foods or red meats but you're working out, you're still gonna get like cardiovascular diseases and stuff like that, you're still gonna have heart problems. So it's important to combine both. And so for next 3 minutes, I just want you guys to come up with goals, okay? Not necessarily, this is just your journal. This is something you're gonna keep a record of for the next 2 weeks. And in the next class, we're gonna come up with like exercises or other ideas to be active, and also come up with how we can track our calories of the foods that we intake. Okay? So is there any questions? Okay, do you all understand what we need to do? Okay, so the time is now yours. Just come up with 1 or 2 goals, and then at the end, if you feel comfortable, you can share those goals.
No, I'm just thinking about my goal. I'll bet a 4.
Done, John? Okay, time's kind of, well, a few more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. I saw some good goals. Is there anyone comfortable that they want, or is there anyone that wants to share their goals, that feels comfortable sharing their goals? Okay, what do you got?
Attend the cultural practice, preferably Fiji. They go for an hour and attend 1 night of open gym.
Ah, that's every week or?
Every week.
Alright, and so when you go and do that, you can like write down like this is what I did and like how you felt. Okay, good. Okay, so I know time is short, but again, I want the idea is that fitness doesn't have to be all of this, where it seems like, you know, eating right, like that's boring and stuff like that. You know, it can be fun. And it's okay to treat yourself once in a while, but not every day, okay? So that's my lesson.